every time that you practice stuff, don't just practice them without taking the time to see how to create a nice improvisational workout in order to apply the stuff that you've practiced mindfully into your improvisation. For example, I have prepared a nice improvisational workout for you following 3 simple elements. First of all, we will use call and response type of phrasing. I will play 2 phrases every time, a set of 2 phrases. My first phrase will be the question. My second phrase will be the answer. Like this kind of thing. This is my question. This is my response, right? Response. Or like call and response. Like they are almost identical, but not exactly, because the first one opens up the ground and the second one completes the ground. Now, in order to do this powerfully and musically, you need to understand that phrases usually are consisted of 2 types of notes: leading notes and landing notes. My leading notes are all these notes that will lead me into my landing note. For example, this is my landing note, and all the notes that I played before that are the notes that led me into it. Or on my response phrase, you need to know your intervals in order to do this. Your call phrase, your question, needs to land on any note of the A minor pentatonic you want, except from the root and the 5th. So except from the A and the E. This means that you can land on the minor 3rd, which is C, the perfect 4th, which is D, and the minor 7, which is G. Those 3 notes, when you land on them, they don't really feel so stable. So they are perfect notes to keep kind of like an open concept, like the phrase will not be resolved by landing on these notes. On your response, however, on your answer, you need to land either on root or on 5th, because the root and the 5th are your stable notes. Let's put an A drone and see this into action. Notice that my call feels unresolved, opens up the topic, because I land either on a 3rd or on a 4th or on a 7th, and my response kind of completes the story, because the statement, because I land on a root or on a 5th, the stable points. And the magic here is to apply this improvisational concept into the diagonal workout that I showed you earlier. So like you will start from low and you will not go back at all. You will keep going high until you terminate the fretboard. And when you terminate the fretboard, you will start going lower, but you will improvise now, applying the concept of call and response while landing on the appropriate notes on the call, on the question, which is minor 3rd, 4th and flat 7, and on the response, root and 5th. now same exact stuff, do for your C major pentatonic. So for your C major pentatonic, although you're going to be using the exact same notes that you used in your A minor pentatonic, A, C, D, E, G, things change a little bit when you put it in a C major context, when you put these notes in a C major context. That's a really powerful way to actually start learning a bit of harmony here and how to target the right chord tones. So what's happening here is the root becomes C now, and the fifth becomes G now. So the stable notes to land on is this and this. And all the others, D, E, and A, all those three notes are not stable to land on. So now we're gonna have our call, our question, landing on the non-stable notes, which is D, E, and A. Otherwise, the second, the major third, and the major sixth of that scale. And our response will land on C or G, otherwise the root or the fifth of that scale. Let's put a drone in C and do this. Notice how like every question, call phrase landed on a note that felt unresolved, and every response phrase landed on the resolved note while I was doing the diagonal workout. It's the simple stuff, the simple but powerful stuff that will make you not only a better guitar player, but a better musician. How can all these things really help you to become a more fluent improviser? Think about it for a second. How many lessons have you watched that were on YouTube, for example, that were great lessons, like amazing lessons, and you felt like, man, I want to dig into this stuff right now, but then somehow life came in the way? You watched another great lesson on YouTube, and another, and another, and another, and all these lessons were lessons from different people, and there was no interconnection between them. The dots were not connecting because they were not part of a structured curriculum. They just YouTube, come on. And at the end, you just end up feeling overwhelmed, lost. You have no direction, no structure, no accountability. There is no live interaction, no real-time guidance. There is no personalization. So my message to you is that if you appreciate the lesson that I gave you today, I just want you to know that this stuff that we went through, horizontal, diagonal, landing on the chord tones, blah blah, these stuff are just a tiny glimpse, a speck of dust compared to the overall stuff that I could show you. But it's not just about showing you more stuff. It's about having regular, powerful guidance and mentorship, evaluating your playing on a daily basis by sending short videos that you get feedback on a daily basis, joining live classes every week, having a structured curriculum to follow through. This is exactly what we are doing in the Guitar Academy that I am running. The Guitar Academy is called Modern Guitar Liberation, and you can find all the details about it in the description of this video below if you're watching on YouTube. You will find all my contact details, whether it's my social media or my email address, where you can contact me and request to book a 100% free call with me to meet each other and see if it would be a good prospect for us to work together so that I can mentor you into really up-leveling powerfully into a much more fluent improviser and a well-rounded musician. It might not work. What I'm doing in the MGL Academy, the Modern Guitar Liberation Academy, is not for everyone, so it might not work, but I will still be happy to stay connected with you and to have a chat every now and then. Okay? For now, greetings from Indonesia and wishing you all the best into your musical journey. Take care.